That's
So
right.
let's move on to the next one. It talks about reduce speed to 80 kilometers per hour.
Yes.
Most of the time we
Yeah.
see this near the exit.
Yeah. Sometimes, yes. Now, usually, when we got onto the expressways, we think that the speed is 100 kilometers always. It is not so always. And rainy days, slippery times, and also when repairs are taking place, when accidents have taken place, usually the speed limits are changed. There are illuminated, not this kind of boards, but illuminated boards are there. So please look into that. Please be vigilant as to speed limits. If you go beyond those speed limits, you will get a traffic ticket again. Why they introduce reduce speed? It is dangerous to drive at the standard speed. So therefore, if we are talking about safety, be vigilant and reduce the speed as indicated.
Yeah. So next one is this. I can see a
Yeah,
child
yeah,
on a child seat. Uh, we talked
yeah,
about this.
yes. This is what I wanted to show. It is very, very important. If you have a child who cannot be secured by a seat belt, you should take the child on a seat specially made for children. So if you see that now the seat is on the other side, you know, not onto the front, it is facing the rear. So that's very important, because if you put onto the front, even if the seat belt is not sometimes secured, his or her neck might come down. So it could even break the neck if you keep the child on the other side, on the facing the front. Now this child seat is fixed facing the rear side, which is very important. So never take children on the lap
Yeah.
or the parents if the
Use an
child is
appropriate
small.
seat.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have to use. This is, we are talking about life and death of a value, valuable child of yours.
Yeah. So let's move on to the next one. Uh, I can see someone is driving with slippers on.
Yeah. Here again, in it is always better not to wear slippers even when you are driving anywhere, because slippers can entangle. As soon as you take off your um, leg to apply brakes, sometimes it could entangle within the other slipper, or with your fingers, or with a pedal, right? Especially on a expressway when you're driving at a very high speed, right? If anything of that sort happens, it could be an accident. In a normal way, normal driving speeds, you might be able to maneuver, but here you can't. Therefore, it is not to. It is always better to use shoes. If you're not using shoes, at least keep the slippers away uh, from the driving area, or the legs where you keep legs, and use barefoot. It's very important, because if it goes and sticks somewhere and it entangles, then you are heading for disaster.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Some of these are little things. One might feel, okay, I know this, but you might overlook. And then, okay, I'm just going to a close by place. It's just 2-3 kilometers away, but
Yeah,
uh, it could be dangerous. How about this? I can see a lady taking a
yeah,
selfie.
yeah. Now we have a style. Now everyone takes a selfie wherever they go, and sometimes people tend to take selfies even when they're driving. This is so dangerous. Never attempt to take a selfie in when you are driving on any road, but especially on the expressways.
Express. Yes.
That's so dangerous. So dangerous. You can take a selfie once you have stopped the vehicle somewhere else, but not on the expressway. No way, right? If you get caught again, you can be punished. I don't know
Yeah.
whether we have laws to that, but definitely this is a dangerous act.
No, using a mobile phone, I think there are laws which says it doesn't say whether it's a selfie or a call. You are not
Yeah,
supposed to use a mobile phone while
yeah,
driving.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think, yeah, it covers. It
Covers.
covers. Yes.
Okay, and then this is another one. You are talking about the lanes, sticking to the
Mm,
left lane.
mm. Yes. Always you have to drive on the left lane. unless you are overtaking. So as
So
soon as
here,
this is where you overtake a vehicle. So have your signal maneuvering again, rear mirror, that is mirror, right? First thing is signal, rear mirror, side mirror, then the blind spot. So you have to have these four steps. Rear mirror,
rear mirror,
sorry, first
side.
thing is
Yeah.
signal,
Oh, I'm
rear
sorry.
mirror,
Yeah,
side mirror,
Let me repeat with you. First, signal,
signal, rear mirror,
then rear mirror,
side mirror,
side mirror,
blind
and
spot,
blind spot,
then
and
overtake.
move. Overtake.
Yeah,
Okay,
overtake
interesting.
safely and keep the distance. Don't put the vehicle onto the left as soon as you overtake. Keep the distance. Go at least about 100 meters so that you
Before.
can safely come back again with signal, right? Again with signal and come back so that you would allow the other guy to have a safer distance.
Yeah, I think this is the. Uh, I don't see anything abnormal about this picture, but you want to explain?
Yeah, this is again important because most of us don't use rear seat belts. The
Ah,
passengers on expressway, all the passengers should wear seat belts. Not only the front passenger, but also the rear passengers as well. If you go and watch some of the YouTube videos, you will see that the passengers who are not wearing seat belts on the rear seats in an accidents are coming onto the pushed onto the windscreen.
yep,
That is so dangerous because you are driving at a very high speed. So therefore, it's very important everyone inside the vehicle wear seat belts. That is why the seat belts are there inside the vehicle for all the passengers. You see, all the modern vehicles have seat belts for all the passengers. There's a reason why the manufacturers are installing this. By regulation, all the manufacturers should have rear seat belts in all these passenger vehicles. So therefore, it's very important. Take this seriously. Don't wait until you meet with an accident, right? It's so important that you wear seat belts. Once you get used to wearing seat belts, it is not an issue. But early days, you might feel little some kind of discomfort, but you will get used to because we did not wear seat belts in the past, and we didn't want to do that earlier. Now,
yeah,
uh, now it automatically whenever I sit on the driving seat, it's like putting the gear automatically. My seat belt is worn by me without my knowledge. So when you get used to this kind of thing, right, this is very new to us. This is new experience. We need to you know have habits, new habits. We need to learn new habits in driving and also traveling on expressways to save
yeah,
our sorry.
right. Uh, okay. Uh, we have Madhuranga who says very useful tips. Thank you. We have Shrestha Fernando saying this law about child safety it's not precisely applies in normal day-to-day action by Sri Lanka police. Like maybe on the road, if they see a child in the front seat,
Mm,
they are not being warned or given a ticket in
mm.
on normal Sri Lankan routes. I don't know how it happens on the expressway, but if you go to a normal city, nothing happens.
Yeah. Even a
Yeah,
normal city, we should not keep toddlers and kids
kids. Yeah,
in
yes,
front seat. This is something that we everyone should learn, and also police also should have some kind of directions to warn people, and also we should have law. We need to have penalties in this country, otherwise it won't work. Courteous
true.
request won't work. We need to
Yeah,
have some kind of penalties so that people will adhere to those.